In our project, which we called CASD, and CASD stands for Competitive Advantage to Strategic Design, we focus on how the use of product service systems can provide competitive advantage to both companies that make and market product service systems, but also to designers that help to design those product service systems. That is the ultimate aim of our project. We focus on competitive advantage that is sustainable. In our project, with the term sustainable, we mean a competitive advantage that can be defended against imitation and that this sustains over time. We assess that designing coherent product service systems can help in realize sustainable competitive advantage. What do we mean with a coherent product service system? Well, a coherent product service system, in our terms, is a product service system that delivers an experience that is consistent, that is holistic, that is perceived as one by consumers, but also by other stakeholders, by other relevant stakeholders. If you have a product service system where products and services are perceived as separate and that deliver totally different experiences to customers or other stakeholders, then in our perception, it's not coherent. Okay. So the focus, the key word in the whole of our project is coherence. We and CASD consist of 4 PhD students, 2 postdoc researchers, 2 research associates, and 9 supervisors, which come from Delft University of Technology, from Amsterdam Business School, and the Design Academy Eindhoven. We focus on 2 core research questions. The first one is how to design coherent product service systems that are perceived as coherent by both customers and other stakeholders. With other stakeholders, we then, for example, mean the press that evaluates and communicates about those product service systems. How do we want to answer those questions? We have 3 basic research techniques that we want to apply. The first one is, and that's a very major one in to answer this research question, is to have experiments with customers or potential customers. A follow-up, or next to that, we will send out questionnaires to designers, but also to customers and to companies. And then thirdly, we will do case studies of successful and unsuccessful product service systems and try to derive certain conclusions on the basis of that. The second main research question in our project is how to design a portfolio of product service systems that is coherent. Companies in general do not introduce only one product service system, they introduce a series of product service systems, either over time or concurrently. And we want to examine, we assess that coherence in such a portfolio of product service systems is very important to create and sustain competitive advantage. So we want to examine how can you build such a coherent portfolio of product service systems. To answer this question, we will focus first of all on conducting in-depth case studies, both within companies and design consultancy firms on portfolio management. And then again we will send out surveys, large-scale surveys. Okay. What we think is that for coherence in product service systems to realize, design and those that do designing, designers, are a very important critical input factor. However, we also think that if design is to be effective, if it does what it should do, that it also should be managed well. So that's why we also examine design management. How should designers be included in the development of product service systems? What kind of capabilities and skills should they possess in order to make it a fluent, effective process? So in the end, we will create knowledge that will be translated, very important, it will be translated in design tools, design methods that will help to create and market coherent product service systems, that will help to create a portfolio that is coherent, and lastly, it will help to have an effective design management strategy applied. Thank you.